See you later.
You're gonna love it.
See a guy get hit in the nuts before? I hear you like film.
Champagne comedy.
Hello and welcome to Bunta Vista, episode 439. I'm Ben, and I'm here with a group of like-minded individuals who are using the limitless power of artificial intelligence to create cinematic masterworks at the press of a button. With me is Theo, who has made a bad-looking video where he's hanging out with Iron Man.
Hey, man. This is my friend Iron Man.
This is awesome, dude. I'm looking at the video. There's Iron Man. There's you. Oh, my God.
For
chopping
a moment
it up.
there, I bet you thought that I was really hanging out with Iron Man, but it's not. It's an AI video, but pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool still, right? Oh, and there's me with Legolas. And me with that fucked little creature that gets turned inside out in Willow.
One of the trolls from Willow?
No, he's getting turned inside out. That's no good. All right. Don't like that one.
Looks real, though. Looks crazy real. It's insane. It doesn't look creepy or terrifying at all. That's the best thing.
And they got this deal with Disney going too, so soon it'll be like...
Well, they don't.
Duck in there.
They don't anymore.
That's off.
And
They've scrapped it. They scrapped that one. Yeah, that's gone.
But they were going to have we were going to do the thing with like Mickey Mouse, me and Mickey Mouse hanging out.
Yeah. You could at movie night, Friday night at the
videos.
pad, and you could say, hey, make me
we're just going to put on
movie.
some Mickey Mouse. And everyone's like, yeah, love that guy. And then it becomes slowly dawning on them that it's me and Mickey Mouse hanging out.
Yeah.
And they're like, holy fuck, did you go to Hollywood to get this made? I go, no, brother.
Be honest with me.
Just
What was he like to
calls
hang
on a
out
computer.
with in person? Was he a good hang? Was he chill?
Got the call from John Disney.
Mickey Mouse can't be fucking a good hang. What are you talking about? No one's gone like... I can't wait to hang out with my boy Mickey Mouse.
I would say he would have one of the more annoying voices to be around for any stretch of time.
Oh my God.
Why'd they
He's telling
choose
you
that
a
one?
story and you're like, hang on, I just got to put they're my earbuds for autism.
My little loop headphones in. They just block out
sensory
Mickey
issues.
Mouse's voice.
Oh, let's talk, let's hang out, let's catch up. I'm like, ugh, yuck.
I'm busy. I'm so busy at the moment, Mickey. I'm sorry. I'd love to.
Yeah.
I had a really bad childhood.
Lucy's actually on a hinge date with Mickey Mouse today. So
Well,
that's
Lucy, I don't... We don't need to bring up that Lucy is currently on a hinge date instead of recording this podcast.
she asked us to.
Yeah, she did specifically say, I'm on a hinge date, new line. bully me.
Let the world know.
Yeah.
Bully
wow.
me,
Good
yeah.
luck, Lucy.
Yeah.
Also with me is someone who has made a bad-looking video where he's hanging out with Iron Man. It's Andrew. Hey, bud.
I've also been hanging out with Tony Stark this week. Not at the same time as Iron Man,
Same
even
video?
though they could.
Yeah, okay.
He's his bodyguard.
Yeah.
He's his bodyguard.
Yeah.
But that's just a little bit of... It's kind of like hanging out with Elon Musk,
Awesome. He is kind of like the Tony Stark.
Fuck, he'd be like talking about rockets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's super smart, but he's also pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Like, he likes memeing and stuff. He's sort of a bit of a meme lord.
Likes leather jackets and cowboy hats, both really cool things. They're super awesome.
Kind of like the real life Tony Starks.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Sort of like the real life Tony
just like
Stark.
Tony
Jesus
Starks.
Christ, yeah.
That's right.
Speaking of Tony Starks, I just saw the Wu-Tang Clan are currently in Australia for their final.
This better be going somewhere, Your Honor.
What they have purported to be their final tour where you're ever going to be able to see all the surviving members in one place. And they advertised and sold tickets in Australia on that basis. And I have been seeing videos from the Wu-Tang Clan concerts where the RZA is on stage explaining why Method Man and Capadonna and Raekwon are not attending. And it's because on a 23-hour flight, you would be forced to take a shit on the plane. And that's pretty young. And that's...
Wow.
That's the extent of the explanation.
They're using my 5-year-old's excuse.
Well, that's also my excuse. Won't use an airplane bathroom.
Yeah, because you've kind of got like these hang-ups about
a couple of things that I can't do.
stuff.
Hey, I got over the one that didn't let me use automatic doors. So, right, so I
You're a
think
tall boy
day-
as well. You're a tall boy.
I'm
When you get in
happy for
there,
you,
you're
buddy.
like, you gotta walk in kind of sideways. Your head is already tilted on an angle before you slide in.
I guess
to
I
the
don't
airplane
know what
bathroom.
it's like to be the tall man.
No one knows what it's like.
Wait, so does this mean that they will be joining for later dates on the tour by just
I
taking
assume
it
they
up?
attended the American
Like a
leg of the
cruise.
tour, but
Yeah, fuck.
they've come to Australia and they're like, oh,
The flight was too long that they had to.
the flight was too long on
Okay.
this international tour they were doing, where they
They couldn't
13-hour
wear diapers
flight
like the
direct
rest
from
of
LA.
us.
Wow. I got to congratulate Method Man because to be that regular, we go, there's a 23-hour period. I definitely am going
Yeah.
to take a shit. Like to know for
Yeah.
sure that there's no way to hold
To
it
have
in.
a cadence?
My God, good on him. Like, you know, it's hard as you get older to have all the fibers. You got to be conscious of
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I'll shit anywhere, just to be totally clear. I'll shit
We
in
know.
any venue. Any
Yeah,
Wait,
we
did you
know.
just say you do clear shits? Dude, that's piss.
What are you talking about? My piss is opaque too. Terrible time
That-
to find out that your piss is
Fuck.
opaque.
That'd be awesome if your body did like the same sort of like flagging that you're dehydrated with your shits as well. If it's brown, you've fucked up. It should be perfectly
Not being a
see-through.
good teammate. I think it's coming out brown.
If you do a perfect shit, it comes. If you have a perfect diet, it comes out like a nice gel, like a nice log of jelly.
Yeah, like a can of dog food from the 80s. It should be.
Yeah.
It
It's
should
a
be coming
tureen
out. Yeah.
coming out of there. That is.
But also, it should, like, obviously, now that you say it, it should be a Crystal Pepsi situation.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
I was just thinking of a guy like whose piss comes out clear and he looks down and he just sees water in the toilet and he's like, "What?
Maybe
Where'd
I
my
didn't piss.
go?" You get like really scared.
But don't put it straight in the piss. It'll get mixed in with the water, which it is.
Supernatural event. I pissed, but then there was no evidence that it had happened.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Also with me is podcaster, film critic, actor, comedian, performer, gourmand, and as the Germans would say, a Lebenskünstler, a life artist, a man whose very life is the artistic work he's creating. Lounging erotically on camera in front of us, it's Alexei Toliopoulos.
Sure is.
And he's
Wow,
also made a
yes.
bad-looking video where he's hanging out with Iron Man.
Hey Jarvis, set boosters to awesome.
I think Iron Man's catchphrase should be, now that's cash money. I think that would just be
Yeah.
like he's flying for the first time and he says,
Hmm.
Jarvis, this is cash money.
Hey Jarvis, this is freaking money, dude.
Oh,
And I know I've got heaps of it. I'm rich.
Heaps of money.
I'm rich bitch.
because I'm Tony Stark's
Tony
best
Stark,
friend, Jarvis.
really famous billionaire.
What a shame this dream is over now, though, right? Like that they're not doing this anymore. We
Well,
tried it
no
for a
more,
while.
no more legally
No more.
authorized.
We can't make our own videos anymore. Like if we dream something, we can't see it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why
Especially
you
for
have
me
to
because I
dream
can't see
more
anything
often.
in my mind. So yeah,
Alexei, as a lover of film and cinema, how do
Yes,
you feel
yes.
about that whole like tech push for actually what people really want is they want a movie that they're in. They want to make a
Tailored to
movie and they want to
them.
say, actually, I'll have London Has Fallen with
Mhm.
Gerard Butler, but also I'm in the
Great
movie
starting
with
point.
Gerard Butler. It's a buddy comedy now. I'm also plunging combat knives through the top of the skull of
Yeah.
Middle Eastern terrorists and then quipping, but
yeah.
turn up by 20% the amount that Gerard Butler laughs at my jokes when I say them.
Well, I
And
mean,
all my
to
friends are
me,
like, "Holy shit, that's you!"
dude, you look ripped.
Dude, you know London Has Fallen? You got to hang out with London Has Fallen? That's awesome,
my
dude.
God, what was Morgan Freeman actually like?
Yeah,
I believe he's in those movies as well,
Yeah.
right?
Could
he
be.
is.
He seems pretty wise, dude.
Wow, he seems like he
man.
has a lot of knowledge ready to share to
Yeah.
improve your life. I would say it's a no-brainer, man. As we all know, the biggest thing in literature is when one goes to those little books, those little stores inside a giant mall that just that prints out a book with your kid's name in it somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing in literature. So, of course, film has been desperate to recreate it by putting just normal guys in the movies where they can make out with Padme Amidala and fight Thanos in one fell swoop.
I'm going to be the one to beat Yoda.
I can finally beat Yoda. I'm gonna crush that little green fuck. I'm
He
gonna
made
crush
Count
his
Dooku
skull.
look fucking stupid, but I'm going to cleft him in twain. I'm going to fucking shred Yoda.
There was a guy talking about oh fuck, I'm now going to forget his name. A YouTuber who was talking about Sona, the music version of this. And he went and asked a bunch of people like, hey, you know, if you're using Sona, what are you listening to for inspiration? And they're all like, I don't listen to anything else except my own music.
Oh,
That's demented, dude.
No, that's awesome.
You're a half person.
It's a real photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy kind of stuff,
you in
isn't it?
half, right?
you got to at least be listening to some primo Australian comedy podcasts. That's what you got to at least be trying into.
Keep doing that for inspiration. We'll tell you about the world. You don't need to learn about it through anything else.
Sort of synesthetic, right? It's like, you know, you're hearing us talk, but you're also hearing like beautiful music and like seeing colors and stuff.
Yeah. I think a lot of people listening to this episode, they're going, well, my synesthesia's going crazy. It's coming in as the color clear, like my shit.
When I can't see any colors, that was the best of all. I feel like we're kind of we're on this slow march to maybe inventing the technology that they'll use on us when they get around to making like the ISO cubes from Judge Dredd, or like the prison from Minority Report. You know, where they stick you down in there and you just get
the prison from Demolition Man.
Yep, and you just get to be in Kingdom Hearts.
Blindsight. Yeah, they call that heaven in Blindsight.
Name a prison, Alexei. Name a prison right now.
Escape from Absalom
Movie
or No
prison.
Escape.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Matrix. We're in the Matrix, dude.
Dude, this is like the fucking Matrix.
Wow.
Yeah. Except instead of Keanu, it's me.
Yeah. and it's
me
just
sitting up in that tank
the
of
rave
goo.
scene from Reloaded, and it's just you having sex with Trinity while Zion by Fluke plays.
Hell yeah. Actually, it's pretty dope.
Deeply erotic, sexual, and cool moment in cinema.
Well, you guys were all in Sydney recently. Did you see any Matrix locations? Did you go visit to pay homage?
The classic Matrix skyline.
Half of it's in like around Surrey Hills, right? Like Darlinghurst, Surrey Hills stuff. We were right there. We could have done that. I fucked up. We could have seen some of the alleyways from the chase towards the end of the first one. Pretty.
I see the Office where he wasn't enjoying his time.
Oh yeah, that's Atlassian now.
Yeah.
My favorite Matrix thing is because it's like when you rewatch the movie, you know, the most iconic sequence in the Matrix is that final moment where Neo is like bending backwards and dodging the bullets in his bullet time.
Of course.
It's like iconic, like everybody knows that scene. But if you watch it as an Australian now, it's awesome because the Telstra logo is in the background the whole time. Like it's like one of the most iconic scenes in cinema history, and you've just got Telstra in the background the whole time.
No wonder it hit so hard.
I felt patriotism while I was watching it because I believe it was filmed when they were still a public company.
They should have stayed that way. Have you seen that? It's Ethan Hawke, Willem Dafoe vampire movie filmed in Australia.
Daybreakers by the Daybreakers Brothers. Yes. Also starring Vince Colosimo.
Fuck, I forgot that. Jesus. Huge for him.
Huge. To see Vince on the big screen with my heroes Willem Dafoe as a vampire.
It's always fun when you're watching something and it's not set in Australia and your brain is just pinging with all of the extremely Australian things that you're seeing. Triangle, that movie with
the
Melissa
Matrix
George.
as well, right? Like follow the White Rabbit.
Ada
Nicodemu, mate. Ada Nicodemu.
Yeah, Americans will never understand the significance of having Ada Nicodemu in the Matrix trilogy. One of the biggest film trilogies of all time is.
And there's Ada Nicodemu gothed up.
The very best one, I would say, is Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. There's obviously so many Aussies in that. It's amazing. But the best is there's these deleted scenes where they're on Naboo and Anakin is meeting Padme's family. And she has a sister played by Claudia Carvin. And I worked with Claudia Carvin for like one day. And I was always like, I gotta ask her about this because I was like, can I ask you?
You have to ask her the most annoying question.
Yeah, I was just like, is that the most feedback you've ever got? Like, she's like, yeah, that's the most fan mail I've ever got. Is from this deleted scene from Star Wars, and then also Padme's dad is played by Graham Blundell, who's most famous for playing Alvin Purple, the star of Australia's classic sex comedies from the 70s. And it's awesome that Padme's dad is fucking Alvin Purple. I think that's crazy.
So good.
Yeah. I think when we saw the so Ben and co for Borth put on Speed Racer at the cinema,
Magnificent
and
film.
this whatever was left on the rails when Kick Gurry showed up on screen was then immediately derailed. That was the end of the cinema experience for like the front 3 rows because
it did
all it was heard from then on was like, let's Kick Gurry.
Every time he appeared, we're all turning to each other. That's Australia's
Kick
Gurry. That's
Kick Gurry up there.
Definitely one of those phrases that will drive you insane. If you say Australia's Kick Gurry
Australia's Kick
like
Gurry.
10 or 15 times,
Yeah.
taking 5 points for psychic.
It's just a shibboleth for us.
Oh yeah,
We-
dude,
so we
totally,
can recognize
totally.
each other.
That's a crazy shibboleth situation
Shut
for
the
sure.
fuck up.
Hey, speaking of movies, Alexei, you have a one-man show coming up that I believe is all about movies and cinema.
The movies.
Of course. It's my comedy festival show, VHS. I'm currently touring it. I'm actually lying down in Melbourne as we record this. I'm currently lying on a mattress in Melbourne recording this with you guys for the Melbourne Comedy Festival. But it's my show, VHS. If you know me, you know that I'm obsessed with movies. It's the only thing that I know about, the only thing I'm interested in. And this shows an exploration of my life, I would say, as a film obsessive. True stories from my life, but each story is told in a different style of genre of cinema. So there's a horror story, there's a gangster story, there's a romance story, there's
Classic
an adventure
Australian
story.
sex comedy.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Absolutely.
tell me there's an erotic story.
Oh yeah, I go full Alvin Purple up there. I'm whipping it out.
I saw Refused Classification, the show that you did last year with Zach Ruane. That was fucking amazing. I've got my tickets for VHS. I'm very, very excited.
Oh, awesome.
You've still got a bunch of dates in Melbourne up until the 19th. You're in Brisbane from April 23rd to 26th. You've sold out
Shit.
your shows in Sydney, but you've added a new one on the
Just
17th
added a
of
brand
May.
new one. Yeah,
And-
big one.
Even for the sad, pathetic people of Western Australia, there is a show on May 14th at a Perth Comedy Festival. And I bet you can find those tickets by Googling the city name, Alexei Toliopoulos and VHS. They'll probably come up.
I reckon you could even type in one of the best websites, comedy.com.au/Alexei Toliopoulos. You'll find it all.
Comedy.com.au.
Because I got the dates for your shows from that. I was like, that's incredible. Alexei must have bought the domain name comedy.com.au. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's yours personally.
Can you
I'm
imagine?
trying to. I reckon within a year I can get it.
Hostile
I'm looking at a
takeover
photo
of
of Alexei on
comedy.com.au.
comedy.com.au right now.
Incredible.
He looks wonderful.
Hey, if you don't live near any of those cities where those shows are happening, you might have to travel to one of them by plane. We talk about planes in Plainly Speaking, which I didn't put on the fucking soundboard.
You had one job besides this and the other job.
Yeah,
And the other
several
jobs.
other jobs making,
Yeah.
putting all the show together,
Yeah,
producing
editing it afterwards.
What are you
and
gonna do?
Publishing it. And
kind of being the kind of soul of the podcast.
soul.
I think of
the
you as the
glue.
soul of the podcast. That's
No, I'm
crazy,
the
dude.
brains of the podcast.
Oh.
yeah, he's the soles of the feet. Am I right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh boy, this comes to us from the NL Times. Probe launched after woman and child allowed in cockpit on overbooked Transavia flight.
Just come in here and sit on my knee for the duration.
It's more or less exactly what happened.
we used to do this shit. We used,
used to do this.
We used to be, yeah.
Used to be
drink
normal.
from the hose.
Used to be a
Was
free country where they'd let you come in and,
Yeah.
and jiggle the stick a bit, you know?
You
Yeah.
know, like
Hey, you
when
want to come
they
in the cockpit, drink from our hose?
when they did do that, like when they'd be like, "Oh, there's a special little boy on this plane who'd love to come up and see the
Yeah.
cockpit," and the captain said, "Well, of course, it's a commercial flight. all boys are allowed in the cockpit. Was it
Get up
because it
here.
was like way more rare for a child to be on an airplane that it was like a big deal? Because now there's probably kids on like every flight, and you're never seeing kids being ushered into the cockpit to have a look around and meet the pilot.
No. And my assumption here, this is backed by no evidence whatsoever, right? But if you told me now that they were ferrying a special little boy up the front to show him the cockpit, I would assume he was dying. I would assume he had a terminal illness or whatever.
Or at least like spinal
And he's going to
cancer or
take us all with him. He's going to take those controls.
This Make-A-Wish kid.
One wish.
No, Mickey, no.
This Make-A-Wish kid wants to do 9/11-2. But
And
I
it's
feel
in
like 12.
In the rules, make a wish. You can't tell them no.
can't say no.
Yeah.
But
Can't say no.
I feel like
11-2.
in the 80s or 90s when they were taking a special little boy up there, I think it was just like a kid. I think it was, or maybe a kid who's flying by himself. I don't think you had to be dying in the late 80s to be taken up to look at the cockpit. I think
I
they were
think
just
it's
like,
often
this boy
like
seems
go-
interested.
This boy wants to see all the little gadgets and gadgets. You know, we want to show him what it's like behind the cockpit to inspire him to one day become a pilot as well. I think I did it once. Like, I think I was one of those special little boys.
Oh shit!
And I just remember going like, yeah, cool. Like, I didn't give a shit. I don't like I think they just wanted to take me up and see it. I don't know if my parents wanted me to do it. I think it was like this airplane staff going, come have a look. And I was like, who cares? Like, I don't really, I'm not fascinated by this. You guys are playing Mr. Bean on the big TV back there. Can't I just go back and watch Mr. Bean?
It'd be like if you were at a theme park going on roller coasters and they pulled you out of the line and took you in and said, "This is the button we press to start the roller coaster."
I mean, I would think
That's
was
not
awesome.
as good as going
I'd
on
be
the roller
shoving you out of the
coaster.
way.
I would have been
I
like,
want to
holy
be
fuck.
back on the roller coaster.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, can you show me how the brakes work? Are these the pneumatic lines? Fantastic. Oh, back to the control panel. Okay.
So I just have to cut here?
Can I tell you guys, I went on for first time in ages, I went on a ghost train.
Oh, awesome.
Ghost train.
I hadn't been on a ghost train since I was a young boy, but I was at
So there's
Adelaide
no one on the train
Fringe.
but ghosts?
A lot of interesting things going on in there because I was at Adelaide Fringe. They had these like kind of virtual reality experiences that you could go in and get scared or whatever.
Oh.
And I was there with Zach Ruane.
I'm in Adelaide.
Yeah, that's the all around augmented reality experience you're experiencing until you go in there.
Airport closed.
But he was like, oh, we'll go on one of these virtual reality things called Seance and you'll get scared. I go, I'm not going to get scared. It's just like you put headphones on and it's like that. And I was like, the only way that I'll be scared is if I go in that room and there's a man in there. Like there's a man in that room. I go, that would scare me. Yeah. And then we went to go do it and it was closed. And so then we walked around and there was a ghost train. He goes, let's go on a ghost train. I go, there's definitely going to be a man in there. There's going to be like a man in there.
Yeah.
And then we went up to the counter to buy a ticket. And I asked the woman at the counter, I was like, can you tell me, is there going to be men in there? Is there going to be men? And she said, oh, there might be.
Oh, that's as good as a yes.
Yeah,
That's
they
as good
And I
as a
was
yes.
Oh, there's 100% a
God.
man in there.
Fuck,
then
there's a man in there.
Without a shadow of a doubt, there's a man in there.
We went on the train, and as soon as the doors open, this the man jumped in front of us and goes, boo! And I was like, I think it's the same as the lady. I think it might be the same lady that served us. And then we're just like, oh my God. And then someone jumped behind us and was like, I'm behind you. And I was like, oh my God. And the reason that really I didn't want it to happen was like, because if we went on like those virtual reality ones or whatever, and like maybe there was a man in there, that would be like presumably a trained
Like in the
actor.
room or in the virtual room?
In the room. Because I heard
the
that they
room with
sometimes
you.
have like actors
that's
that
fucked.
do those things too. I was like, well, that
That's
would be
taking
like a
advantage
trained
of you, I think.
person who's using their training to scare me,
Mhm.
like the way to their artistry, the way they do that. But if you go into like a carnival ghost train, the guy that's scaring you is like using the same tactics that he probably uses to scare like his little wife and children and stuff.
Yeah,
I go, I don't want
yeah.
to be in there with him. I don't want to be in that room.
Yeah, like boo to scare someone is some real like day one scaring stuff. You don't actually say boo. We don't do that anymore. We've moved
Day
beyond
one
that.
of Scaring Academy, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to do some more like Hereditary Babadook type stuff.
He's using the same tactics he uses to intimidate people. Like, I don't want to be in there with that man. I don't want to be in there.
I really hate interacting with performers of any kind in performance, not outside of it. I'm enjoying speaking to you, Alexei.
I'm about to close the lid of my laptop. No, they're being mean to me. They're being mean.
But like getting singled out at a comedy show or like interactive theater or like that, I cannot, it just makes me crumble as a person. But specifically when they're trying to frighten you, because you're not allowed to punch them. You're not allowed to say like, hey, fuck off. But they are trying to make you feel feared.
It's absolutely asymmetrical.
Yeah, you should be able to run at them with a fake chainsaw.
So, Ben, do you think that you would be more comfortable in this situation if you could say, I'll fucking kill you?
I'll punch you in the fucking guts, dude. And I'm allowed to as well. Yeah.
They jump out and say boo, and you go, I have a bomb.
Yeah.
I have a bomb on my person.
I'm fucking
strapped,
bomb, dude.
Back up 1 foot. I'm strapped.
Part of me kind of wants to like tell them like, hey, yeah, dude, no, I understand. Yeah, you're scaring everyone else, but like,
all the other
I know
people,
you're a performer, so
that's for them. But...
Yeah, don't worry about scaring me because I'm in on it.
Yeah.
So like, I understand. I'm kind of a performer myself, actually.
I've seen behind the scenes.
If you do scare me, I have a bomb.
Yeah,
and I am afraid to die, but not that afraid.
Yeah. I'm more
sort of
afraid,
like a little bit afraid to die.
Of being scared by a first-year drama student at Fright Night at Movie World than I am of dying.
Yeah.
So, you tell me what I got to do.
Is my wife in the haunted house too? Because that's going to make a big difference for how insane I go once I get scared in front of her. You know?
Hey, step off, pal!
I'll kill you!
I'll kill you, motherfucker! I have a bomb! A Transavia flight from Hurghada to Amsterdam is under internal investigation after an overbooking incident led to a woman and a young girl being seated in the cockpit for the duration of the nearly 6-hour journey, RTL reports. 6 hours
Where are they
cockpit.
going from?
They were
it's a long bit of conversation to make.
Hurghada?
Hurghada?
Hurghada.
So 6 hours is not in the Netherlands. That's somewhere else.
Yeah, it's a city in Egypt. So from Egypt to the Netherlands.
Okay.
In the cockpit. Imagine the sights that you would see.
Yeah.
The Mediterranean. It's other stuff that's on the line between Egypt and the Netherlands.
Yeah, Croatia, Slovenia.
You look at the Google Maps, aren't you? You can close Google Maps.
A big map of Europe open, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think the pilots would feel pressure to kind of keep the conversation up between them and this family? Because that's a long time.
Jesus, you're right. Like the social pressure to be like, well, we invited them to sit up here. Now we have to entertain them.
Like, so what's your favorite Pokemon, actually. Kiddo? Do you know Mewtwo? Have you heard about Celebi yet?
I was just looking up what Sphinx translates to in Dutch. If you were headed towards the Sphinx, and it's SFINX.
Oh, Sphinx.
Sure.
They spell it out loud every time. Oh, yeah. They don't have a pronunciation. They spell it out loud every time instead.
Passenger William said he witnessed the unusual situation on February 21st while waiting at the gate in Hurghada with his family. He described confusion before boarding, saying, before we were about to board, I went to the restroom. Then I got a message from my wife. They were looking for 2 volunteers to sit in the cockpit. Moments later, the pilot made a public announcement seeking volunteers. I was really astonished. I had never experienced this before, said Willem, who noted he has taken, quote, thousands of flights for work.
Okay.
We can all immediately identify Willem as super jealous, right?
Yeah, he's so fucking
obviously
jealous.
What's happening.
He loves
here.
planes.
I've been on thousands of flights.
Boy.
The unsaid second half of that sentence is, I've been on thousands of flights and they've never had me in the cockpit.
Yeah, I'm probably
Am I not
the
a
most
special enough little boy
to be the cabin boy, the cockpit boy?
Yeah, you don't want this little boy in your cockpit?
According to William, a woman and a girl he estimated to be about 10 years old stepped forward and boarded early. They remained seated throughout the flight on cockpit jump seats, foldable seats located behind the pilots and typically reserved for crew. Airlines sometimes oversell flights because not all passengers show up, according to the Consumentenbond. When all passengers do appear, some may be denied boarding, refunded, or rebooked, which we don't do that here in this country, right? I know America loves to overbook a flight.
But yet our flights are always fucking packed. So are we just showing up? Is that our problem that we're showing up?
That's what Australians do.
We
show up.
That's right. We show up.
Book a flight. We pay for a ticket
give it
to
a
a
go.
flight, and then we attend and we get on the plane. I think.
We drink way too much while we're waiting for the flight to leave.
Yeah, and on
Then
the
we get
plane.
taken in by AFP.
Yeah.
That's good for the airline, though. They like that.
The Dutch Aviation Authority, Inspectie Leefomgeving in Transport, said it is not currently investigating the incident, but has flagged the practice to Transavia as, quote, undesirable. William has filed a complaint with the airline, calling the situation a breach of contract. Quote, if I take a flight, I want to be able to
Wait,
assume
who's
that
this
it is
guy?
safe.
This is just some guy?
He's just a guy. He was on the
He's
same flight.
inserted himself into the story too much.
He has.
Willem,
He's made
he should be
himself the
ashamed and
story.
embarrassed of himself.
This is such
Pure
like horrible
haterade, this guy.
narc behavior. He's
Complete
clearly
narc
like
behavior.
his inner child is experiencing jealousy and rejection. So he is now lashing out by talking to the news about it. While probably this 10-year-old girl probably had like the experience of a lifetime. That is like a story that you would tell everyone for the rest of your life. I got to be a co-pilot flying from Egypt to the Netherlands for 6 hours when I was 10 years old.
They let me change the flaps.
Oh, God. That'd be awesome. We all dream of pressing the flaps button. Is it a button? Do you toggle the flaps?
I think it's a
Or
slider.
you adjust the
It's
flaps?
a slider because
Slide them.
there's multiple flaps points.
This little girl saying, "Yeah, it was pretty good, but the first hour I could just hear someone banging on the cockpit door. Saying,
Let me
when's it
in!
gonna be Willem's turn?
It's my
I
turn!
deserve it more.
I've been on
Can I
over
give you guys
1,000 flights, and I've never been treated like this.
That's a
I'm
pretty
like
crazy
George
number.
Clooney from Up in the Air. Let me in.
What would your lifestyle have to be like to do thousands of flights? Like hundreds, sure. That's a lot.
Very
Thousands?
cool, I think.
Yeah, probably. He's probably a really cool guy, which is why he's got time to talk to the newspaper about how a child had a magical experience that he didn't get. Can I give you guys a real quick dump it? Just real quick?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, thank you.
Why not?
When the story ain't funny enough, dump it. When there ain't enough funny stuff, junk it. If you want the show to be good, then go on and dump all that stuff.
Oh, you know what? This was dumb. Dump it. Trash it. This was garbage.
So this, I don't want to get too far into this because it's probably complicated and has nuance or whatever. But you guys know how like I don't know. There's been some sort of government funding freeze or whatever for ages for something about maybe for funding for DHS. I don't know in America, and as a result, TSA staff aren't getting paid. So there's a bunch of nasty stuff happening where they're rolling in like ICE agents to do TSA agent jobs. But meanwhile, a bunch of people in the TSA are just like not getting paid and they're still showing up to work and doing all this stuff. I saw a story today from somewhere where a guy that owned a pizza chain.
Oh, no, this is
I don't
not
know
the
if
one
this
I
is the
saw.
same one.
This is not
But
the one I saw.
This is relatively low stakes, this one. A guy who owned a pizza chain in whatever city this was brought in a bunch of $100 pizza vouchers for his chain to give them to TSA workers to like support them so they could get some food because they're not getting paid. And like I've seen lots of little stories like this where they're doing like food drives for the people at the TSA. They're doing like
Look for the
charity
helpers.
stuff. But like, I think the thing that I'm kind of thinking about when I'm reading this is everyone fucking hates the TSA, right? Like I hate the TSA. Like, you know, I'm sure that a lot of people take those jobs because they're like the only jobs they can get. I don't know. It's always a bit weird whenever you go through the TSA and you're like watching America's crack, like racial profiling squad is an incredibly racially diverse group of people. It's very strange. But I just can't imagine being in a community and being like, guys, we got to get together and help out the people that yell at you for doing the thing they said the first time instead of the directly opposite thing they said the second time.
This happens like any time that like the worst agency in America goes through a funding pause or whatever. That like all these people coming out of the woodworks to like give them like I think like these are the people that you would hiss at in a better society, right? You'd be like
boo and
throwing
hiss.
bundles of trash at them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
fucked up. Yeah. It's just
that's
really
stupid.
weird. Like, is
a
anyone
weird
out there
country.
like Does anyone actually believe that like the TSA is keeping them safe as well? That like if it weren't for the TSA, planes would be falling out of the sky all the time? Are there people walking around?
Time to get political and controversial.
Who's got
it's
the time
theater.
to bomb a commercial flight anymore?
Yeah, well, with
in this
everything that's going on.
life.
Yeah. Also, they release the stats on like how many like guns they catch every year, which I think we've talked about a couple of times, and you just know that they're catching like 1 in 10. Like every plane is just probably full of guns and bombs.
Loaded.
They literally just have like people whose job is to make you feel uncomfortable and stressed at the airport.
Yeah.
The story that I saw today about this was that famous filmmaker Tyler Perry gave $250,000 worth of gift cards to TSA workers without pay.
Oh my God.
$1,000 gift card each to these people that are working without pay in the TSA in the Atlanta airport. I was like, that's that's a lot of money, but I'm like, what's gift cards? Like to what?
Gift cards for what? Yeah, David
to
Buster's?
go and see the latest Medea movie, I think that's all it's good for. See it 20 times, 100 times.
Can you imagine, like, if someone said, oh, by the way, for the next, like, 6 weeks, we're not actually going to pay you. Like, first of all, I'm just like, okay, I'm not going. So
I'd be like, hey,
good luck, because that's sort of like, this is what the deal is. Yeah, I need
it's
to
a bit
pay
of
my
a
rent stuff.
quid pro quo situation that we have.
It's kind of transactional. I know it sounds cynical, but I do actually need to be compensated for my time or I can't live. But like, I'd do that for any job. If the job was being a TSA agent, I am fucking out of there. Like, there's just no way. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
If you say to me, you're not getting paid for 6 weeks, I'm hearing, we have fired you.
You're fired. Yeah, you're out.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to circle back. I'm going to touch base in 5.9 weeks, I reckon. Just to see what the deal is, right?
The night before I meant to,
if I
you're going
show
to
up
start
tomorrow,
paying me again.
Am I going to get paid? If you say no, I'm going to touch base with you again in another 6 weeks.
I'll be playing Slay the Spire 2.
Well, I can't afford that. I'm not getting paid. I'm going to be playing Slay the Spire 1. But like, you're not like, so there are certain jobs, right, which are quote unquote essential, right, where, you know, if you stop showing up, people die, like being a doctor or a nurse or whatever, right? But you could just stop the flights. People could just stop, like, that's their choice not to pay you. Don't go and show up and just be like, well, we've got to keep the flights going or else.
Got to yell at people about their shoes. Yeah. Don't take your shoes off. We've been yelling at you to take your shoes off for 20 years, but if you take your shoes off now, I'm angry at you. Put your shoes back on. Hey, maybe I misremembered. And people really like the TSA. We talk about things that have been remembered differently in Mandela Effect Watch.
I don't remember us calling it that.
This is from r/Mandela Effect. That's interesting. I've always remembered it being Mandela.
We don't have time for this, Ben.
Yeah, right. It is titled, Why I Don't Trust CERN. Now, that is, of course, CERN.
Large Hadron Collider?
Yeah, those guys. The boffins.
They've sort of
over in
gone
Europe.
unquestioned up until this point, but I'm willing to hear out
Surely
some
the
criticism.
secrets of our alternate realities are hidden within the Large Hadron Collider.
I mean, it's pretty... Like, if you were going to have something, a, like, massive, sprawling underground tunnel complex, pretty good.
Yeah.
If you're going to, like,
and
go
also
crazy
a big
about something.
high-energy circle, right? Like, geometrically, that's a very powerful concept.
It's
If it's going
like
to be
a
like, if you're
rune
going to have
or a sigil.
any demonic focal points, it's probably going to be in the center of an enormous high-energy circle.
My problem, I think, is that I've seen the Stuart Gordon film From Beyond too many times. And I know what can happen if you start like resonating the wrong frequencies of the universe.
True.
You know?
Yes,
really
you'll call
into
upon
S&M.
Cthulhu. Cthulhu will enter our realm.
I don't need my pineal gland growing and popping out of the front of my skull. I don't need any sort of floating fish taking big chunks out of me. I don't need that in my life. I'm busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got enough going on right now.
What with the price of petrol and all.
Donald Trump. Yeah.
The reason why I believe CERN is responsible for the Mandela effect and why I don't trust the scientists is this. Let's recapitulate. Now that's.
I haven't even capitulated once.
I don't think that's what that. Yeah.
Wait a second. No, I've always known capitulation to mean that.
Fuck.
All right.
Don't tell me otherwise. What do you mean?
The world was in a panic in 2012 because of December 21st, 2012. And what happens when the day arrives? Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, 2013
However.
arrives and people begin to report remembering that Nelson Mandela has died in prison in the 90s or 80s. And more strange things happen. Memories that don't match reality and a long etc. You guys remember the big long etc. of 2013?
I'll never forget it.
So and so.
I don't remember it being
and
that
all
long.
of that.
Oh, fuck. There's so much meat on that bone. That could be the whole rest of the episode. Now then, in 2014, CERN releases the following video titled "We Are Happy at CERN." In it, everything was normal until a part where John Ellis from CERN is seen holding some signs, and one of them says Mandela. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there was a point where the scientists at CERN started to get a little silly with it because they were the center of a bunch of conspiracy theories.
Oh, they're
So
sort of
that-
in on the joke.
They made some joke videos and stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we're just having fun with it, you know?
Yeah. I probably
Science
would too. I'd
doesn't
probably
have
a
to
little
be
fun.
serious.
Yeah.
You can even see that Nelson Mandela's cell number is also there. The video is uploaded on November 3rd, 2014. Not satisfied with that, in 2016, some CERN employees or scientists filmed a supposed fake sacrifice. The video shows a naked woman being sacrificed at the statue of Shiva.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if you guys saw that one, but it is exactly as described, which if I was a conspiracy theorist, probably wouldn't help my beliefs about CERN and what they're up to, I think.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? Because, like, obviously they're putting this out to fuck with you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's really fucking with you.
They're fucking with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, the one edge of the sword is doing both of those things.
True, yeah. It's a one-edged, it's a single-edged sword.
I'm having a hard enough
cutting
time
you.
with the first edge, honestly. I've been struck with a sword, and my mind isn't even on the other edge right now.
Yeah.
I have a lot to deal with.
The thing that I've never
With
understood
this
about
first edge.
the titular Mandela effect is they go, wait, Nelson Mandela, do you mean the guy that died in prison in the 1980s? It's like, how would you know who he is? How can that be your false memory? He became president in the 90s. Like, you wouldn't know. I don't understand. Like, why would you even know him then?
Yeah.
It's
Like
so
the famous
amazing
freedom fighter? No.
that like
Dude.
people are so willing to just not think about the fact that they maybe learned a little bit about something in school, but not a lot. Like they just like they're like, oh, I guess I had an incomplete memory of this. Wow. Turns out a bunch of like Swiss people are bending reality to try and find
It's like, who do you think
something.
Nelson Mandela is in your head if he died in prison in the 80s? I go, he was famous in the 90s for being the president. I'm like, what do you think? What do you mean?
However, it doesn't end here in the same year. 2016, a strange storm appears as if it were a portal. You guys all remember that? The portal?
Oh, the portal, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course, the portal.
Kind of rendered the sky.
Yeah. That video was on YouTube, but unfortunately I only found an image. But the point is that after that, a weasel destroys CERN's electrical system and paralyzes it. You guys remember the weasel that destroyed
I do remember the
CERN
weasel. I
briefly?
don't remember the portal. But I do remember the weasel.
And this was somewhat strange because there was no way for it to get in or out since CERN works in an underground zone, which is very
What the
strange.
fuck do you mean? How do the people get in there?
Yeah. And weasels, like, for a weasel to be underground, not
For a
at all
weasel?
surprising to
Oh,
me.
man.
They love
Yeah.
to burrow those creatures.
A tunnel to a
they
weasel
do, don't
is like a smorgasbord.
It'd be weirder if he was in
Which
my
are
house.
never a popular style of food near certain spaces, I understand.
Nothing was left of the poor animal. It was carbonized and died. But what I've always wondered is, why did it bite the cable? Perhaps it was trying to stop something. I don't know.
He thinks
He thinks the
What was
weasel
it
is
trying
like
to
a
stop?
time
the weasel's on
traveling,
a
like,
mission.
yeah.
Yeah. When I was a kid, across the road from us, a possum climbed up the power pole and bit into like the mains transformer.
What did it know?
Exploded in like purple fire.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
power lines were literally on fire. And what was it trying to stop? Was it
Yeah.
trying to stop me from playing Command and Conquer?
Probably.
Dawn?
It was trying to
I
save you.
think so.
486?
It could
Yeah.
tell that one day this boy would grow up to become a great military leader that would destroy,
Like, oh, we need to
leave
bend.
nations in waste, and had to like do it, nip it in the bud as fast as it could.
You've got to bend the arc of history. This kid's playing the Nod campaign too much.
I really like the idea that like there is some force out there, some sort of time guardian situation
Yeah.
where they're sending things back, but they're not sending like a highly specialized time assassin. It's a weasel. Like, hey,
Well,
you're
I mean,
literally the
it
only
could be
guy
a
for
highly
the job.
specialized time assassin's mind.
In the
placed onto
body
the
of a
weasel's-
weasel.
In the
Wow.
body of a weasel.
True. They might be technical limitations that mean you can only send something that's like mammalian, small, and like long
Smaller,
and narrow. Yeah.
Mm.
But
Theo's
sort of
penis.
There's a lot of
with the
a-
mind and the guile of a human.
I
Yeah.
like this. It's a bit of a wind in the willows situation where you go, wow, this we've got to send our best weasel back in time.
Yeah.
I
We tried
like
sending
this.
all the other animals. They're all just getting turned inside out. Weasels, though.
Yeah.
So the best we can do at this point is a stoat.
Yeah.
It's simply not going to do the job.
But stoats have a bad attitude, so we're sticking with weasels.
Yeah.
And send a ferret as backup.
It's a weasel and a ferret, and they do not get along at the start of the movie. But by the end of
Very
it,
different personalities.
yeah, best
Reached
friends.
an
Well, you know what
understanding.
weasels are like.
Yeah, at the end of
Versus
it, one of them
ferrets.
gets carbonized.
Yeah.
You don't
The
send
weasel.
a weasel to do a mongoose's job.
Yes. Yes. But returning to the topic, we also have the fact that before 2012, a strange person, we don't know how he got in, was supposedly standing inside the collider, allegedly warning the scientists, telling them not to turn it on, that the thing would destroy the world and other strange things.
Oh,
Okay.
there's a strange person obsessed with CERN? You're telling me this now?
Yeah, but this one was able to leave his house.
Where would they find someone?
In the end, the guy disappeared without a trace. At least that's what they say. Who knows if it was real? So the bit that you're wondering whether might not be real is whether or not he disappeared, not that he appeared in
Yeah.
the first place.
Hang on a second. I didn't hear anything about this guy's life after he left this building 25 years ago. What happened to him?
I think he died. I think he died at CERN. That's what I remember. All of this was a summary. Now comes my opinion. Very good way
Thank
to start
God.
your
Awesome.
ride.
Moving on.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
clear
was glad
expectations.
because it seemed very fact-based up until this point.
Yeah.
But where do we get into the realm of subjectivity, please?
I really feel that the CERN scientists are hiding something. In my humble opinion, they were the ones who caused the Mandela effect for various reasons. And furthermore, their words don't give me much confidence, with all due respect.
I would
There
say
were-
two things. There's nothing humble about this opinion, and I
Yes,
don't think there's much
completely.
respect, due or otherwise, going on.
No, I think if you truly believe that they are like rending the fabric of the universe in twain and destroying reality, you don't have to pretend to be nice to them at this point. That's kind of off the table.
Also, you can't be like, I think maybe your facility is going to undo the fabric of the universe and kill us all, but like, I got a lot of respect for all that school you did.
Yeah.
You know?
You guys
I
seem
don't-
like pretty smart dudes. I'll give you that.
I'd be like, I think you guys are the people that I'm reading about when I play Doom, and I'm like reading the environmental notes about the experiments you were doing and the things that started to
Yeah.
happen. I think you guys
I mean,
are
they shouldn't
effectively
have
that.
done that fucked up shit that they did in Doom, though.
They
They shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have done
yeah.
that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is are you walking around in that game and reading all those notes and going full respect to the scientists though?
But yeah, got to
I'm
hand
not.
it to it.
I'm
Matt's
not.
hard.
Bunch of Tony Starks up here. Real
Yep.
smart, real cool guys. I get it. I love it, actually. But
Yeah. You
Shut
guys
up,
fucked
the
it
portal
up.
to
Starks
hell.
as if there's more than one.
the question I ask myself are the following. Why does a scientific institution funded with public money use occult symbology and make jokes about the Mandela effect? Yes, they shouldn't be making
No.
jokes with public money.
Yeah.
If their work is purely scientific, why feed conspiracy theories with esoteric behavior? Sincerely, I don't know, but here ends my opinion.
Okay, we draw that line in the sand again.
Yeah.
I'm going to be mad if they haven't signed this like concerned citizen,
That's
with those
really
those
fucking
letters
good.
capitalized. That's what they
Shit,
should have been doing here.
If that's not already someone's Reddit account, it should be.
Yep.
Hey, we've spoken about the Mandela effect before. Sometimes we talk about stuff that we've talked about before in, oh shit, it's an update to an old news story.
Oh shit, it's an update to an old news story.
Now, this is an update to something that Theo and I spoke about exclusively back in the bonus episode, the Theophiles 12 Dirigible Fever / Cryonic Youth. That was back in December of 2022. Now, something I said in that episode was that I was going to check on the status of the cryogenic freezing facility that was being built in beautiful Holbrook, New South Wales.
And you're just getting around to it now.
on the behalf of this one guy that's like, yeah, I can freeze guys. I can freeze people.
I can freeze.
I
How hard can it
freeze
be?
fellas for you.
I'll freeze you. Oh, I'd love to freeze you.
Oh.
So I just got around to checking now, and it's operational. It's up and running. They've got the submarine, and they have a cryogenic freezing facility. Holbrook is on the up and up.
I think just to sum this up for anybody who hasn't heard that episode, there's a guy and he's like, hey, I can do cryogenics. And then he did.
Yep. Well, sort of.
And the scale is getting larger and larger, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. So there's a bunch of these facilities around the world now, but I think this is the first Australian one. This is from an ABC article from July last year. Melbourne woman's body, the second to be cryogenically frozen by Southern Cryonics.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they got 2.
Wow.
They might even have more now. Who knows?
Woman killed in Holbrook.
Yeah. They're freezing people down in Holbrook?
That's kind of my understanding of what's happening when you're freezing someone, right?
Well, they do it after their death. So,
yeah.
But they do it
Yeah,
within.
pop 'em
They
on
have,
the head first.
they have a specific window where they believe that they can get to them and then swap their blood out for whatever.
Wow.
And then freeze them.
Whatever
and then
clear goo they need to freeze
Yeah,
them
whatever's
up
lying
with.
around.
That's right. Healthy marathon runner poop.
I don't really understand how this works. Is there like when you die? Part of me, if this sounds kooky or whatever, but when you die and then they go, we're going to freeze them and then figure it out later. Is there like a time period where they believe like the soul is still in this body? If we freeze it now, then it'll be okay one day when we like find the cure for death.
I think these are humble people. I think these are humble people, and they're going, look, can't answer the question of the soul, but we definitely will find a cure for you.
Okay.
Sometime in the future, we're just answering the questions of the body here.
Okay.
It would be
And
fucked
we are
up.
Going to sort of just freeze you.
Yes.
And
okay.
And then
You got to keep paying us though,
And then,
because we've got to keep these things on. So
it'd be like awesome to be like the subjective experience of being one of the crazy people that did this and being correct would be like you remember dying of old age and then no time passes and you wake up and you're in like a gleaming silver futuristic hovering city over a restored
that'd be so
beautiful
so
earth.
dope. To wake up in the gleaming utopia.
Yeah. That's definitely coming. Would be so awesome. And
Put
like
me in now.
Your dick is way bigger. That's the first thing you notice.
Awesome.
we throw that in as
We
a freebie.
fixed a bunch of stuff.
Oh, you made that.
Yeah, in your cryogenic chamber, you're hooked up to a few tubes, including a penis pump, and one of them that we have running for 60 years, so it becomes permanent.
Really stretching that thing
A
out.
little something just for the fellas.
Yeah, we put a weight on it, and we lie you on your belly, and then we have a weight suspended from your penis for 60 years.
Yeah, like in
Slowly
Demolition
dragging
Man
it
when they
down.
lift him up to the ceiling and there's just a weight dangling from the bottom of the ice cube. It's the future
Remember
we're
how you
all
said it
kind
was
of
your wish
picturing,
that-
right?
You could live long enough to see your foreskin 3 feet long. Well,
Well, great news. And if you don't like that, we can freeze you again until we sort that part out.
Yeah. The technology to fix it should come in the next 1,000 years or so.
Yeah, we're thinking we're probably just going to lie you on your back and just put like a big weight on top of your penis that way so it starts going back in. That one only takes about 30 years, so it's a bit less.
sometimes it's the old ways, you know?
See you in 2090.
In a nondescript facility near Holbrook in New South Wales, a woman's body has been cryogenically frozen in the hope that science will one day revive her. Her body is one of 2 that now lie inside the Southern Cryonics facility, suspended in liquid nitrogen at around negative 200 degrees Celsius.
Wow,
on July
That's
4th,
a sad number of cryogenic bodies.
I think it's a
2
beautiful
just
number. One man, one woman. This is
One
a
woman.
beautiful
Oh,
love
yeah.
story about to unfold in a
Yeah.
cryogenic space.
Oh, shit. And then they make their new life in the submarine because it's the only part of Holbrook that survived other than the cryonics facility.
And the guy's got
that's
a
a pretty
huge
good
penis
movie.
at the end of it all. This is exciting.
It has the exact same ending as Boogie Nights.
I'm a
same
star,
ending
but he's
as,
flopping
Jason
this
X.
3-foot-long penis.
There's ice just flinging off it.
I'm a star. It's like making kind of crunchy noises. I'm a star.
On July 4th, the Melbourne woman died in hospital from chronic illness. Within minutes, Southern Cryonic staff waiting in Melbourne initiated the, quote, cooling process, packing her body in ice water for transport to a funeral home. There, equipped with 250 kilograms of specialist tools, chemicals, and cooling agents, a doctor and 2 clinical perfusionists from a company called Australian Blood Management.
Yuck.
Yeah, that's
God.
the evil
Don't-
corporation of vampires from Daybreakers.
Team of doctors looking her over. I can't find her penis.
Yeah.
What do I hook this onto?
The woman's body was then encased in its final resting place, a cryogenic chamber filled with liquid nitrogen at Holbrook. 2 years ago, 35 founding members invested between $50,000 and $70,000 each to establish the facility. Today, Southern Cryonics has 32 active subscribers who pay an annual fee of $350 and have signed up for the suspension procedure costing about $170,000. Members sign an agreement that details the
Flat
terms
fee?
and conditions of their cryonic suspension. Well, it's a subscription with a flat fee for the process.
What was the subscription amount again?
$350. So
$350 a year?
that's for them to be
God, that's
on
like-
call to freeze you at the moment of your death.
That's the same as like Spotify. It's not that bad of a deal.
That's pretty good. I think they do sting you a little bit with 170 large. That one,
Hey, you're
kinda hits
dead
the
by
wallet.
that point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter so much.
Yeah, that's your children's inheritance.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna need it later. I'm gonna need it later. No more reason to you just keep it in your will. Still mine in 2060. You know.
They are also encouraged to sign a religious objection to autopsy form, which requests that an autopsy is not carried out to avoid destructive procedures and consequent delays in the suspension process. So if you are looking to murder someone and get away with it,
Yep.
try and find one of these cryogenic freezing subscribers because they will not look too closely at the body.
I love when a
Hey,
business
Ben.
asks me to sign something that says no one will do an autopsy on me afterwards.
Don't look too close.
Uh,
Have you seen a photo of the facility?
no, I have not. Does it look
Okay, I'll
awesome?
Just, it's something like that.
Oh, man. That's a shed. That's just a shed.
That
Wow.
is a
Okay.
whole
Let me
shed.
find this.
Hang on, let's chuck that in there.
That is like where you're.
Oh my
like,
God! It's a shed.
like if you have like an RFS brigade near you, you got the Rural Fire Service, and they have one truck and a ute. They keep it in that building exactly, probably like a 5-minute drive outside of town. Fuck,
There's
that
just
is
a little
real
bit of a
grim.
snow town kind of vibe to it, right?
Man, this is gonna go
Yeah, you
bad.
just go in there and it's like, yeah, here are our bodies. Here's where we keep everyone. Just 2 barrels in the middle of the room.
Yep.
We believe the
Okay,
technology will
awesome.
be able to figure it out. It can sort the molecules or whatever. Southern Cryonics is equipped to hold up to 40 bodies. Quote, we have
there?
members ranging from 15 years old up to about 95. And we range
God,
from
surprised
doctors to
how
bus
many
drivers.
range. I don't like that at all.
You'd be surprised how many nans we can get into one barrel.
Oh,
Peeling off the lid and pushing down for a bit. One
They
more.
shrink as they get older, so you can fit
Come
about
step
3 or
on the
4 in one barrel.
the chambers each hold a 2-month supply of liquid nitrogen, and a maintenance person checks the levels a few times a week.
That's not very
That's-
long.
That's very like, oh, he doesn't go out every day. Like
Yeah.
he goes out like
Doesn't
Monday,
need to.
Wednesday, Friday, takes the weekend off. Like that's so lax. Oh man.
Is that a lot or a little? Like, do we expect the liquid nitrogen levels to be all
I
of
mean,
a
if the
sudden
consequences are
down?
between like
Yeah.
eternal life
eternal
or permanent
life, eternal
death,
life. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, It's
I'd have a
certain
guy
eternal life, I
who's
think.
I'd have a guy that lives there. Like he's, he gets room and board and free food and stuff, but he also has like there are sirens everywhere that go off if something goes wrong. I'd kind of want it to be
Yeah.
under like
And he kind of
24/7.
podcasts as well. Like, he's allowed to have a second income, and they
He's
don't have to
making
pay for it
content.
as well. They're getting
He's
a
making
free
con-
podcasts. Yeah,
a day in the life as a guy that looks after frozen bodies. The suspension agreement, which clients must sign, specifies that an event such as a deregistration, insolvency, or cryonic suspension or revival becoming illegal, Southern Cryonics may cease the suspension and, quote, dispose of the patient's body by burial, cremation, or transfer of the body to a responsible person.
Right.
That's awesome.
yeah, we're going to do our best, but if it goes wrong,
Yeah, we're kind of-
we're
We'll just be
sort
like,
of,
hey,
Hey,
Straight
hope it
down
isn't
the pipe.
perfect.
hey, can you take this to just the first guy you see? Hey, I think this was technically an episode of the podcast Punta Vista. Alexei, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
I cannot wait to see VHS, and I can't wait to see you as well when you come up here. Well,
It'll be a two-pronged approach. You'll see my show, you'll see me during the show, hopefully afterwards too.
hey, fingers crossed. I will be trying my luck. Where can people find more information about you and your life?
You can find probably the most information about me and my life where I'm extremely confessional on my podcast, The Last Video Store, where I talk to cool, funny, exciting people about their favorite movies and then give them a big recommendation. Recently, I've had Jay McCarroll and Maddie Johnson from Nirvana, the band, to show the movie on.
Amazing.
I'm sure the listeners of this podcast would love Nirvana, the band, to show the movie. So check out that episode and then check out the movie. But the show's called The Last Video Store, and my live show is called VHS, coming to comedy festivals near you.
Wonderful. We will talk to you, Alexei, soon in person, presumably.
Yeah.
We will talk to you, the listener, again on this podcast, maybe in a week's time, maybe less,
Never
if you
in
subscribe.
person.
Never, ever, ever in person. Unless if you're in Chicago and you see Lucy, you're allowed to say hi to her. Apparently the rules don't apply when she's international. That's what she said. So, I don't know. Show her where a good hot dog spot or fucking whatever. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.